Ojai. Paraguay, the state in South America which doesn't have an outlet to the sea. In the south and the southwest borders on Argentina, in the northwest on Bolivia. She also without outlet to the sea. In the east and the northeast on Brazil. In translation from language of Guarani, Paraguay means, from the Great River. The Parana River is meant. Because of the central position in South America, Paraguay is called sometimes Heart of America. Corazón de América. According to 2015, 7 million people live in Paraguay. The capital of the state and the biggest city, Asunción. Official languages, Spanish and Guarani, both are widely used. Most of the population is made by mestizos. Indians de Guarani lived in the territory of Paraguay before arrival of Spaniards in the 16th century when Paraguay became a part of the Spanish colonial empire. Paraguay gained independence of Spain in 1811. The territory of modern Paraguay in the first half of the 16th century was occupied by the Spanish conquerors and included in the Vice-Kingdom of Peru, but in the 17th century is allocated to the Governorate-General Paraguay, called so from a Gadronem Paraguay, which comes from the Indian word Paraguay that the Horned River means on some dialects of Lotarians. In 1811, Republic of Paraguay is proclaimed. República del Paraguay. The name of the country didn't change since then. Till the 16th century, Paraguay was inhabited by agricultural tribes of Guarani and tribes of hunters and fishers of Etob, Mocova, Motic. 1537, the basis Spaniards of Asunción. 1542-1640, as a part of the Spanish Vice-Kingdom of Peru. 1609, penetration of Jesuits. 1617, the territory of Paraguay receives autonomy within the Spanish Vice-Kingdom of Peru. The local government is carried out by an award of Jesuits. Jesuits create from Indians community defense volunteer squads against the Brazilian slaves hunters. Indians are attached to special settlements, reductions at the head of which there are priests Jesuits. Assistants to the last were recruited from local Indians, they carried a rank a Corregidor, managing director, and head. 1768, exile of representatives of an award of Jesuits from Paraguay the Spanish authorities on suspicion of a mutiny. 1776, Paraguay is included in structure of the Vice-Kingdom of Rio de la Plata. 1810-1811, the Paraguayan campaign. Invasion of troops of the connected provinces of South America into Paraguay. 1811, declaration of independence of Rio de la Plata from Spain caused centrifugal trends in the self-proclaimed state. As a result, Paraguay separated both from Spain and from Argentina, right successors of the Republic of Rio de la Plata. José Rodríguez de Francia became the lifelong dictator of Paraguay. 1844-1862, Carlos Antonio López's government. 1848, equality of Indians with Creoles. 1862-1870, Francisco Solano López's government. 1866-1870, the Paraguayan War with Brazil, Argentina and Uruguay, which became for the country national accident. Paraguay lost nearly a half of the territory, the population decreased by 60-70%, including the male population by some estimates was reduced by 9 times. 1887, foundation of the Colorado Party expressing the interests of large landowners. 1922-1923, Civil War. 1924-1928, Jose Eligio Ayala's government. 1932-1935, Chaxqui War with Bolivia. Paraguay won, however the won lands began to develop corporations of the USA. 1936, a revolution of veterans of Chaxqui War. 1940-1948, dictatorship of the General Morinigo. 1947, Civil War. 1954-1989, Stronitsky regime, dictatorship of the General Alfredo Stroessner. The head of state and the governments, the president elected by the population for one 5-year term. In his hands executive power is concentrated. The president, according to the constitution, is the commander-in-chief of armed forces, appoints the cabinet and heads of local administration. In 2008 presidential elections were won by Fernando Lugo, the head of Patriotic Alliance for Changes, who collected 41% of votes. On June 22, 2012, the Senate of Paraguay announced Lugo's impeachment because he used military force for suppression of revolts of landless peasants. His place was taken by the Vice President Federico Franco. In 2013, Horacio Cartes became the president. On elections of 2018 by the President of Paraguay Mario Abdo Benitez is elected. I entered a position on August 15. Parliament, the two-chamber Congress, 45 senators and 80 deputies elected by the population for 5-year term. Senators are elected according to national party lists, and members of the Chamber of Deputies, from departments and the Capital District. The Senate approves appointment of all heads of the Supreme Court, Armed Forces, Police and Central Bank of the country. The Parliament can take the legislative initiative and overcome the presidential veto. By results of elections of April 2013 in the Chamber of Deputies, 5 parties are represented. National Republican Association and Colorado. -44 deputies. Right. Authentic Liberal Radical Party of Pur -27. Centrist. The National Union of Ethical Citizens of UNACE -2. Right. The White Front -1. Left. Party of a National Unification -2. Left centrist. Forward the Country -2. Left centrist. The Republic of Paraguay is located in the central part of South America, has no outlet to the sea. Paraguay borders in the northeast and the east on Brazil, in the southeast, the south and the southwest, on Argentina, in the northwest and the north, on Bolivia. The country is divided into 2 unequal parts by the River Paraguay. To the west from the river there is a Gran Chaco area, desert edge, which occupies about 60% of the space of the country. In the east, where the main part of the population is concentrated, there are fertile flatlands and subtropical forests. The total area of the country is 406,752 km². Paraguay, the agrarian country, one of the world's largest producers of soy. The 6th place in the world. DDD per capita in 2009, $4,100. The 154th place in the world.
It is lower than the level of poverty, minus 52% of the population in 2006. The minimum wage since July 1 in 2018, according to Decree No.
9088/18 of June 22, 2018, Horatio Cards signed nowadays formerly president is equal
2,122,562. About $350.68. Agriculture. 22% of GDP, 31% working. A cotton, a sugar cane, soy, corn, wheat, tobacco, a cassava, tapioca. Fruit, vegetables. Meat and milk, livestock production, pigs, bird. Logging. The industry. 18% of GDP, 17% working. Production of sugar, cement, textiles, drinks, timber. Hydropower. Services industry, minus 60% of GDP, 52% working. At the end of 2012, the president of Paraguay, Federico Franco, said that in a zone of the Chaco semi-desert the oil field is revealed. It can say about end of the period of power dependence of Paraguay on other countries.
In 2018, the Paraguayan regulator of gambling granted the license for activity of Amambay Hotel Casino, which will become the first legal gambling institution in Latin America.
Under the terms of the tender, the casino in the city of Pedro Juan Caballero will pay 20% from the income to the state budget. The main export goods. $68 billion in 2016. Soy and soy products. Up to 35% of total amount. The electric power. 24% of total amount. Meat. Mainly beef.
Rice, corn, wheat, wood, leather and skins, gold.
The main buyers of Paraguayan goods. In 2016. Brazil minus 34%. Dollars 2.99 billion. Argentina minus 9.3%. Dollars 0.810 billion. Russia minus 7.5%. Dollars 0.654 billion. Chile minus 6.2%. Dollars 0.540 billion. And Italy minus 3.7%. Dollars 323 billion. The main import goods. $9.7 billion in 2016. Products, machines and the equipment, pesticides and other chemicals, metal rolling, food. The main suppliers of import. In 2016. China minus 27%. Dollars 2.65 billion. Brazil minus 24%. Dollars 2.3 billion. Argentina minus 12%.
Dollars 1.15 billion.
The USA minus 7.6%. Dollars 0.733 billion. And Chile minus 4.3%. Dollars 0.414 billion. Population minus 7. 0 million. Assessment for July 2010. Annual gain minus 1.3%. Fertility minus 2.16 births only woman. Average life expectancy is 73 years at men, 79 years at women. Contamination and immunodeficiency virus minus 0.6%. Assessment of 2007. Urban population minus 60%. In 2008. Literacy minus 94%. Assessment of 2003. Ethno-racial structure. Assessment. Mestizos of 95%, other 5%. In official statistics of Paraguay, ethnic or the race isn't considered. Languages, Spanish and Guarani, both are official. Unlike other countries of Latin America, in Paraguay for international communication, language of indigenous people, language of Guarani is widely used. 37% of the population speak mainly Guarani, 50% equally know Spanish, also Guarani, 7% of the population speak mainly Spanish. A small part of the population knows Portuguese and German languages. Religions, Catholics of 89. 6%, Protestants of 6.2%, other Christians of 1.1%, other and undecideds of 1.9%, atheists of 1.1%. On a census of 2002. Protestants are presented by believers of the Assemblies of God, Baptists, Lutherans, Mennonites. One of large cultural figures of Paraguay, Josefina Pla. 1903-1999. The poetess, the author of novels and stories, working also in the field of art ceramics. Among the famous writers of Paraguay there is a winner of the award of Cervantes, Augusto Roa of Bastos. 1917-2005. Classical guitarist and composer Agustin Pio Barrios. Manger. 1885-1944. The first large South American guitarist who gained fame in Europe. The author more than 300 works for a classical guitar. National musical instrument, a Paraguayan harp. National holidays. March 1 Day of Heroes. May 15 Independence Day. June 12 Day of the World. The main architectural and historical attraction of Paraguay, ruins of the mission of Jesuits of La Santísima Trinidad de Paraná. Among natural sites, several national parks. It is Grey Cora, Nyacunde, Defensores del Chaco, Ipoa, Ipacare, Ibiqui, etc. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.